Alright, look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about this stuff right here, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. Alright, you got a good glimpse of it. Because for one thing, you don't know who you are. Alright? I'm gonna write this word up here. Alright, that word right there. And we can prove that whatever's in the movies is in the schools, it's in the universities, it's in the careers, it's in the news. All that is in there. That's where, this is where you get your information from about this. So if I say, what is this right here? What will you say? Your reflex or your response or your reaction to impulses and impressions pressed into you at a young age and through your whole life, through radio waves, billboards, flashcards, TVs, commercials, magazines, any way possible that you can control the mind and see it. That's where you have seen all that your entire life. So that is where you get your bullshit. And to the fuck ups, this is why we're on top. Because this is too in your face showing you. So what we have is the world is set up under maritime admiralty law, which is on the surface. Walmart is maritime admiralty law. It's all set up to push their creation into this, you know, it's all controlled, but it's maritime admiralty law. And what that means is that the whole world is. So that means that all the lands, continents, anything that is land is actually on water. That's why you have a shipping industry. That's why all of the obelisk, the Washington Monument, it's 555 feet out of the ground, 111 in the ground for 666 feet, with the pyramidal capstone, chief corners. I'm trying to think of something else. There's another symbol, but it's a watermark. So what that means is this is the Washington Monument, so everything from the point, which is the apex, down below it, is underwater. So what that means is that certain structures are going to be ships. Okay? That's why you've got shipping industry. But what you're going to have is you're going to have certain structures on land that is actually on water. Okay? One of those is going to be hospitals. One of those is going to be courtrooms. Those are ships. Those are ships. Okay? So are the schools. Schools of fish. There's a water reference right there. So, what we have is some very trigger your mind in the other direction. Wow, that does make sense. So let's see what kind of nuts the world controllers have to put them right side by side, right behind you your whole life for generations, and for you to never even know what the fuck is going on. Because remember, I have posted, you're the product. You are. We are the humans. We're the product. They gave y'all positions and status and all this fake money and shit for y'all to be children your whole fucking lives. Yeah, they gave you... God never gave you anything, I can tell you that. It's this system. And it is very delicately woven. See, this is where it gets into... I've done a video and people just laugh, and it's just that Ahrimanic nature in them. You know, but we're talking about how they literally shut off certain continents for 300 years, if not longer, some, and got it ready. But that has to do with the unseen, and y'all don't believe in any of that shit. You just believe what you see through impressions, TV, commercials. We've already gone over that. On your birth certificate, you're going to have a stamped it's going to be stamped. And it's going to say Department of Agriculture. And it's going to say Commerce on it. And the average person will say, yeah. Well, what does that mean, Department of Agriculture? That sounds like animals, because it is. Maritime Admiralty law is commerce. It has to do with the sale of goods and services, which by definition, that means that piece of paper means that. And a stamp means a mark or a brand. Let's continue. So what we have is a ship that's in the sea, that's carrying cargo. All these ships carrying cargo, female names. Why? Because they're carrying a load. They're carrying a load. Well, where do? They come up to where? A dock. They come to a dock. The ship is berthing at the dock. The woman goes to the doctor and gives birth. Babies go to a waiting room. The cargo goes to a storage facility. They're both registered, stamped, certified in every which way. They're both taxed. The baby comes down the vaginal canal. The ship comes down the water canal. Now, we have told people that. We've showed them 2 years ago. I said, look, check that out. And it's all a coincidence. Boy, if you'd have stopped dead in your fucking tracks then and looked just a little, but you don't have it in you. The worldly impulses of this motherfucking machine won't allow you outside of the impression of your fucking existence, which has been given to you inside. Your brain, all of it. It's been developed inside. We can't say it enough, but you don't have it in you. Because, see, the system y'all are holding on to is that. It's that. You go to circuit court. You're charged. You've got counts, three counts of whatever. Well, but those counts turn into A counts. Because it's banking. It has to do with Saturn. Saturn's the god of banking. Saturn sits on the bench, and bench is Latin, bench is bank. What's on both sides of rivers? Banks. Because they control the flow of the currency of the money. That's what that is, charged. It's charging. In the traditional courtrooms, you 6 feet below the judge. And they say, is he competent to stand trial? Well, I'm an image of God. You know? That's why in the older courtrooms, the wooden gate right there, though, that once you get in there, that's big boy maritime shit. And see, there is shit. There's stuff out there to where I'm sure you'll see it. They'll send their Jesuits through eventually and fuck everything up. But certain ways you can get individuals on abandoning ship in courtroom. Think about bringing that shit up. I'm not going into detail. I'll just say that. They have to honor it because it's the law. It's Saturn. It's law. It's the law. All those statutes come from up there. This right here. See, Saturn's Lord of the Rings, which y'all don't know shit about. And so the law, which you should know Scripture, but nobody does know Scripture. You know, you've been trained to obey the laws of the land, and it's like, yeah, well, going against the norm for a decade has proven y'all wrong. But there's, you know how we know why you can't fucking listen? It's because you're that. That's what that is. It's systematically set up throughout everywhere, all over Earth. It is the biggest ever. They've had control for 2,000 fucking years, if not longer. Probably longer. Satan has, and just throws you in anywhere. And just raises you with images and repeating shit. And then that's who you become. And then you pass that shit down. You throw a little baby out in the middle of nowhere, it's got to have someone there to teach you how to walk and speak and all that other shit. Anything else, it's got spirit in it. Instinct, what you call it. So the baby, us humans, is the only one that we got to be programmed with a certain spirit. So impressions, see, like when you get a feeling of somebody's died and your chest caves in, that being compressed, that's your soul. That's the unseen in you, and that connection being severed, and you the soul collapses because the connection here in physical form is gone. Their soul is ascending and literally seeing their whole life in, a couple days. So what God makes you do, you go back through your whole life in reverse. And everything that you dismissed along the way, you get to see it. Everything you just said, oh, there's nothing wrong with this, you get to see it. In your fucking world, guess what? There's no consequences, Matt. We don't like you because we're 5 years old. Because we've been programmed by 50,000 hours of TV and images, and fuck you, Matt. Sell all of our money. You're not real in the fucking heads. Your only existence is impulses through the fucking bullshit. That's it. There ain't nothing else we can say. I love you to death, but I mean, look, I've had people coming at me, seriously, like more physically now. It's fucking stupid. I'm getting tired of it. But you know what? It's not going to stop. It's just, it goes against what they've been programmed to accept. And it's not fucking real. The whole thing ain't real. We can't explain it enough. And it's just, even when you lay it out there, like, there it is. That Ahrimanic nature in them, it's the forces within them that they came into this world with. They don't have it. If you're watching this, you do. You'd be confused. I mean, hell, any fucking brain, any motor that's programmed through life, bam, what is that? You understand what I'm saying? Just because we get a little bit of knowledge don't mean that we got knowledge and we're going to go fuck off some more. That's the trick too. You got to stay in this fucking shit. You didn't come out of all that shit for no reason. You didn't come out of it to tiptoe back in it every now and then. And what I mean by that is are you looking up every single night? Do you know the distances of those lights? Because it's not hard. You can calculate those distances. It's very fucking easy. But once again, when you come up with damn Sesame Street, Tonka Toys, fucking Simon Says, which is Saturn shit, Black Magic Toys, it creates the character and the will around. Oh, look, it's fucking millions and millions of miles away. No, it ain't. Spirit of God. Spirits of God. It's insane that people just fucking, they're not real. They're just a product. It's not fucking real. They're male and female. That's animal terms. Listen, in their books that they give initiates to learn the flowers and the herbs, it's not just initiates. You should know it too. We should know it. We know all the fucking movies, songs, and all that. Everything that has life is male or female. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm tired. It's either masculine or feminine. So they even use the real terms. If you go to the store, do you know what's better food than anything in there? The fucking cat and dog food, the animal food, is healthier than anything else in there. Even the produce over there is fucking grown to make money. There ain't nothing in that shit. Nothing. There ain't nothing from up there in it. It's just corrupt to make money off of because it's for the dummies. So, I gotta go. I love you.